Okay, hello. We're going to work out how to do referencing correctly using the MLA system. So academic writing requires you to support your arguments with reference to other published works or experimental findings, and a reference system will help you do the following. Three essential tasks. Okay, those essential tasks are that you must acknowledge other authors' ideas and avoid plagiarism. You need to enable a reader to locate the source of your material easily and quickly when they're reading your essay. And you need to demonstrate the scope and the depth of your work. Okay, the Modern Language Association, otherwise known as the MLA, is a widely used referencing system that's generally used for language courses, and you'll use it for the IB and in university. So referencing involves two elements, and we're going to take you through how to do those elements and where you reference. So the first element is a reference list at the end of your work. This is where you cite any texts that you've referenced throughout your paper. We'll refer to that as REF or REF in this video. You'll also be exploring and using references within the body of your own work, and we call those in-text citations, which is ITC in this video. We're going to outline various references and a variety of sources, but if you need more information, just Google the MLA Referencing System. The Dublin University site has got a really good page for this. Okay, so firstly, as you're writing your piece and referring to sources, you'll need to cite these as you go, and that's the in-text citations that we mentioned earlier. Okay, so this can either be done as a paraphrase, which is when you restate what's been written in your own words, okay, or you can do it as a direct quotation, which means a copying of word for word what has been written in the text. And we're going to start with paraphrasing, as that's the most common way that people cite references. And you can use this first example, so you can cite the author at the start of your paraphrase sentence. So for example, Moores et al. 90 found that 20% of students performed better in the winter than in the summer. So you've got Moores et al. Here, and you've got the page number just here. You don't need to cite the date in the MLA referencing system, but you do need to put the page number. You can also see that I've got et al. Just here. That's if you've got more than 3 authors, then you can just put et al. You can also see on the bottom one that I've got Moores and Gardner. That's if you've just got 2 authors, you can put both of their last names. You don't need to put their first names. And you've also got the page number in brackets. The second example that we can use of paraphrasing is where you cite at the end of your sentence. Exactly the same sentence. It has been confirmed that 20% of students performed better in the summer than in the winter, full stop. And then you've got Moores and Gardner, the surnames of the authors, and then the page number that has been found. Okay, so you still need to put it within the brackets, and then there's a comma before the page number. Example 3, you can cite this if you're paraphrasing and you can embed it within your sentence. It has been confirmed, comma, Moores and Gardner 52, page number, brackets and the commas, that 20% of students performed better in the summer than in the winter. Okay, just like an embedded clause, you're going to put it within your paraphrase sentence. Okay, if you are citing a direct quotation, so this is where you are speaking word for word what you have found in your text, you can put the citation at the end of your quotation. Note you still need to use your quotation marks, and then within your brackets you'll put your last name of your author and then the page number within the brackets. Again, you can embed it within your own quotations. So this is not when you're paraphrasing, this is when you are extracting evidence or an example from your source directly. Okay, social media is harmful and is proven to have a detrimental effect on self-esteem. You can see I've embedded the source, I've embedded the citation within the sentence, just like an embedded clause. I've got the surname and then the page number in which I found my citation. If you are citing direct quotations from websites, or if you are paraphrasing from websites, it's slightly different than if you're paraphrasing or quoting from a book. Okay, you still need to include the last name, or you can decide to include the web address. Okay, once you've written your piece and you've cited your authors all the way through, you then need to create a reference list at the end of your work. This comes in the form of a separate piece of paper, okay? And this is a citation list of every single source that you have mentioned and the details of those texts. This is what it will look like. So you will have the last name of your authors, and you will notice that these are on the left-hand side. Then, underneath, you'll have the rest of the information, and this becomes indented. The rules are, okay, it must go on a separate page. So if you're referencing, you have to have a separate page called Works Cited. Those works cited should be listed alphabetically, starting with the last name. There should be a double space between each entry, and you need to begin each entry on the left margin, and then following that it needs to be indented. Okay, you can go back to that previous example if you need to see that again. If you are referencing a book, so once you've gone through your whole essay, you've cited all your individual quotations or your paraphrasing, you need to create your citation reference sheet. If you are referencing a book with one author, this is how it should appear. You need to have your author's last name, then the first name. Note the punctuation here, okay? Should be a full stop. Then the title of the book, full stop, place of publication, colon, publisher, and the year of publication. You'll find all of this information in the opening page of the text that you're citing. Okay, and here is an example that you can see. Please note that you must put the comma, the full stops, the colon and the commas where they are shown in this example. Okay, once again, if you're referencing a journal, it's very, very similar. This time you put your author's last name, then the first name. You put the title of the article in quotation marks, the title of the journal volume, the issue, the year and the pages. Again, note the very specific punctuation. If you're going to reference a website, again it's slightly different to when you reference a book or a journal. So here are the ways that you can do it. You've got an author's last name, first name, name of the site, the day, the month and the year of resource creation if it's available, medium of publication, so that's going to be web, and then the day, the month and the year that you accessed that. Again, you can use this example to help you here. Please also note you've got the indentation underneath the author's last name. To save you a lot of time, this is a great website for you. You can create an account, citethisforme.com, and every single time you get a reference, you can put the information into their system and it will create the citation for you. All you need to do is when you get onto the website is choose the MLA Citation Referencing System and it will create those sources for you so that you have a nice citation page at the end of your project, at the end of your essay, with your citations written in it. Just a little tip, keep a document or a citethistforme.com page open and add your reference list as you go. Don't wait until the very end to go back and have to gather all of your references. It'll save a lot of time if you keep them as you go. If you need any more help or advice, ask your English teacher or just Google MLA Referencing System and it'll give you loads and loads of help. The Dublin University website is a brilliant resource for that. Thank you.